All right, welcome to Blocky Music, where me and some other people we listen to video game music, and then I let them duke it out.
Other people.
We don't even get an introduction this time.
I let them duke it out, and they figure out like, is the soundtrack good? Do we like it? And we come up with ratings for them. I am joined with my two usuals. I am joined by Alyssa, and I am joined by Janet. So say hello.
Whoop, whoop.
Hello.
Okay. And then this one, this is Live Alive. I hope this doesn't get taken down because I think Square is really notorious about their music and not staying up. So I'll save a copy, and then we'll see what I can do. But
oh my god.
So Live Alive is a RPG, so a role-playing game, turn-based, you know the whole thing. It's from the Super Nintendo era, so it is still blocky, but not quite as blocky as the Nintendo. And the whole, like, I guess the gimmick or like the plot or the big thing that the game has going for it is that there are 7 lives, I guess, that are that you play through. You play as 7 different characters through 7 different time periods and 7 different scenarios, and it's just basically little stories about them. And then at the end, they all have to fight a boss, and the boss seems to be like it's like a spirit or something that travels throughout time, and it's basically just like hatred, but it turns into like it has a physical manifestation. And so they're all different time periods, so I'll kind of say what they are. So we'll start with Kiss of Jealousy. Kiss of Jealousy is the theme song for the earliest period of all of them. It's the prehistorian, so they're cave people. This one I lovingly call Oonga Boonga. And they don't have dialogue because they don't know how to talk yet. So all of their actions and emotions, it just basically, they talk with emojis. That's how it shows you in the game. So we're going to start with Kiss of Jealousy, and then, yeah. Okay, we'll start with Janet, Kiss of Jealousy.
I really like this one. This took a turn from our other blocks. I got a lot of like jungle theme. Like, I'm thinking like Donkey Kong. Like, I don't really know much about whatever this game is, even though you gave a nice little spiel in the beginning. But I thought it was pretty cool. I'm gonna give it a nice see. Look, I don't want to give it a 4, and then the other ones are gonna be better. But we're gonna have to rearrange them anyways. So I'll give it a 3. I'll give it a 3.
Okay, Alyssa.
It's a 4. It's really nice. I mean, all these songs are really nice. I just watched Victor play this, so I shut up. I would have bias as well, but I think this is a 4. I think this is a really good melody, beat. Yoko Shimomura is a freaking queen, so girl, you deserve that 4.
Okay. And then we'll do a 4. And also going to point out, just because you mentioned Yoko Shimomura, we listened to her stuff before when we did the Street Fighter 2 soundtrack. She composed the songs for the original 12 characters, the 8 main characters and the 4 bosses. And then ever since then, they've been basically remixing her music for all the Street Fighter games. And then she started at Square and then she moved over to Square, I believe, and this is her first like full game that they gave her. But she went on and did like Mario and Luigi, the games. She did the Kingdom Hearts music. She's done stuff for Final Fantasy. Like, she's done a ton of stuff. She is like one of the most well-known video game composers like out there. The next one is War in China. This one takes place in like old time China, like the feudal or whatever, like I don't know what the Chinese version of it, but there was feudal Japan and there was like Imperial China, I think is what it's called. And it's about this like guy who's older and he's a kung fu master and he wants to find a disciple so that he can continue his legacy of kung fu. So this one's called War in China. Okay, Alyssa, what do you got for War in China?
I'm conflicted on whether I want to give it a 5 or leave it at a 4. I want to give it a 5. I think it is a nice. It's just nice. It's nice. Everything about it is nice. It's a great beat. I listen to that all the time. Give it a 5.
Okay, Janet.
I was gonna give it a 3. It's soft and like there's so much happening story wise. Like the fate of whatever kung fu was for this guy, and it's too soft. It's a 3.
Okay, we'll split it at a 4, and we will continue. Killing Field. This one is in feudal Japan. You play as a ninja who is infiltrating a castle to rescue another swordsman who's been captured and then take down like the emperor that lives there. So it's very sneaky, and then you're a ninja. Also, I mentioned in each one of them has a basically the final boss is a manifestation of like hatred. In the first one, the Kiss of Jealousy, which is the prehistorian one, it's a giant T-Rex dinosaur. That's your like final boss. In War in China, it is this like, what was he? He was like another. He ran a different school for a different type of fighting technique. But they were also like murderers and stuff. So it's like it's basically a guy and you're avenging your friends basically. And then Killing Field, the last boss is, like I mentioned, the big guy, like the head of the clan or whatever. So yeah, I just felt like describing more. I'm gonna shut up now. Okay, this one, let's start with Janet.
This one, I like the very end of it too. It changed up just a little bit. This one was fun. I'm gonna give this one a 4.
Okay, Alyssa.
I also really like this one. I'd give it a 5 if I could, but I feel like just pop it out of 4 because Janet's gonna yell at me if it's 5.
I don't want to give out too many 5s because,
No,
I don't
shut
know
up.
about the rest. Oh, okay.
Okay. This next one is The Wilds. This one takes place in old Western time. You're a cowboy, and you get to a town, and there's a gang of bandits that are coming to the town, so you have to protect it. And then the leader of the bandits is the final boss. So here we go, The Wilds. Okay, Alyssa.
It's a really good Western theme. I would again give it a 5. It does its job well. Everything it does well. Janet, break my heart.
Okay. It was good, but like for a 5, I don't feel a 5. I feel like a 3. I really don't think it. It was I.
You are uncultured swine.
It's a 3.
Okay. I guess we're just going to the middle again for a 4. Okay, the next one is called Knock You Down. This one is present day. It is a guy who wants to become the best fighter, so he fights a bunch of different fighters from around the world, learning their techniques. And then the final boss is someone who did the same thing, except instead of like once our main character, once he finishes the fight, he's like, "Hey, good fight," like thank you, and then he leaves. This other guy kills after he wins the fight, he kills the people he fights. So you fight him, and it's just like, you're like the good. It's like a kind of like a Street Fighter type of deal, basically. So yeah, it's called Knock You Down. Okay, this one, Janet.
I actually really like this one to the point where like I'm gonna give it a 5. See, this one stood out, so I like it.
All right. All right. Okay, cool. Alyssa.
I actually don't remember this one. Did I fall asleep?
You fell asleep for this one.
I was like, I'll recognize this. I really like it. I don't like how it starts, but I like the rest of this song. I mean, I'm good with a 4 or a 5 on it, honestly. Like, I'm not gonna fight a 5.
Okay, we'll give our first 5-star.
Janet sucks.
All right, this next one is called "A Painful Death at the Hands of a Psycho." This one takes place in the near future. You play as a kid who is an orphan, but he has psychic powers, and you're basically you are just kind of doing some things. There's a organization capturing children, and you basically take them down. So you're kind of this just like delinquent, kid. So, and then the final boss of this one is there's like a shrine that worships this deity, and then at the end they summon like a giant like robot statue thing to come to life with the souls of all the kids that they have taken.
Oh my god.
And you get into this Power Ranger like robot and command it, and then the final fight, you're inside of a giant robot fighting a giant like owl monster. So painful death at the hands of a psycho. Okay, Alyssa.
It's a 5. It's the song just develops well. Good beat, good rhythm. I can't complain. I'd listen to that. Yes, 5.
Okay, Janet.
I actually also really like it, but compared to the Knock You Down one, that one was a 5. This one, it's a 4.
Okay, I'm gonna tie break it at a 5 on this one. I think it just has like a really strong, like it's very fast paced, which is I usually like. And it has even though it's like kind of very active, the main instrument isn't very aggressive. It's still kind of like very like almost like a harmonica almost. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I like how like fast paced, but still kind of like reserved or like chill. I don't know how to describe it, but I thought it was really good. The next one is called Captain Square. This is the distant future. You're in space. You play as a little robot who is a little sphere, but they name him Cube just as a joke because they're like, humans are fun, and that's what makes us human, is that we can joke about stuff. So even though he's a circle, they call him they name him Cube, which is why his name is Captain Square. The name of the song is Captain Square. He doesn't really fight. I believe there's only one fight at the end. I haven't played through this route. This is the one I'm currently playing, so I don't know. I don't remember because I've played it before, but in this new version of the game, I haven't played it yet, so I don't remember what it is. But Captain Square. Okay, we'll start with Alyssa.
This is my least favorite one so far.
Oh my goodness.
I'm about to say something, Bob.
Oh. No, I mean, it's fine. It's just like, it's not like the other ones. I don't know. I still like it. Don't get me wrong. It's just been my least favorite one out of all of them. I'd still give it a 4. I'm not saying like, ooh, yeah, this sucks, give it a 2. I'm just saying it's been my least favorite one out of all the other ones. So 4.
Okay, and Janet?
I think this would be my like top number 4.
Okay, we're gonna have a lot of discussion after we finish these, because it looks like there's a lot of back and forth that's going on. But I will put it as a 4, and we will kind of go from there. But yeah, I mean I like it. I thought it was cool. One thing that's nice too, what's funny is so this game Live Alive came out in 1994 for the Super Nintendo, and they recently remade it, and it came out about a month ago for the Switch. And then when they remade it, they made all the pixels look a lot nicer, but they also had Yoko Shimomura basically rearrange the music for it. So all of these are now available also with like high quality instruments and like that kind of thing. So they sound a lot different, but they kind of still have the same, like the same feeling. Except this one, Captain Square, she just copy pasted it and used the same one. She didn't even change it. All right, difficult fight. This one is actually, well, so once you beat the 8, it looks like there's actually one more that opens up. I don't know anything about this one. I haven't looked it up. I've been trying to avoid spoilers, but difficult fight is the battle theme for that one. So that being said, I don't know where it takes place, when it takes place, what it takes place with. So we're just going for it. Okay, I guess Janet.
Dude, that one was sick. I really like this one. 5. 5.
Okay, wow, all right. Alyssa.
I'd probably give that one a 4 personally.
Oh my.
Hey, shut your mouth. I still really like it. I still think it's a good song. I just think some of the other songs have more personality compared to this.
What?
I mean, I kind of agree with Alyssa. I think I like how this song is, and I like how it goes, but I think the other ones, like this one, feels like it's just song, right? Yeah. The other ones kind of have like a
soul.
Yeah, like it's like, oh wow, like kind of like immediately when we started and we heard "Kiss of Jealousy" and Janet was like, oh, like this one, like what is this? And then we went to the next one. It's like, oh, what the hell? Like what is this? Like they all kind of have like this like theme and they all feel different. But "Difficult Fight" is the first one that we've heard here that I feel like could go into anything. Like it's not really defining the area or the time period or whatever. It's just like fight song.
Yeah.
All that being said, I will mark it as a 4 since you split it 4 and 5. I'll mark it as a 4. And then finally, Megalomania. So throughout the game, every time you fight a random enemy, it's always the same song based off the chapter you're playing, right? The Chinese theme plays the China theme. You know, the while like the cowboy one plays the cowboy theme, whatever. But at the end, when you fight the final boss, and this only plays once per chapter, you get Megalomania. So this is the boss music for all of them. And
it's a 5, and Janet, if you give it any less, you're dead.
And this is it, Megalomania. Okay, this one we start with Alyssa.
5. The 5 all the way. It's at the top of the 5s.
Okay, Janet.
It's good. It is good, but it's a little too bland. Like, it doesn't go anywhere. It just stays there. Right? Like, towards the end, I heard a little bit of a change, but it's just the same thing for a while. And I'm like, it's not going anywhere. If you want to give it a 5, that's fine, but it could be at the bottom of the 5.
This one's hard because this is the original version of Megalomania.
The new version, I would say, is better.
They have made Yoko Shimomura came out with an album of her like favorite songs that she's composed, I think. And it was called Memoria, and she had this song in there, and it had like guitars and shit. It was just, it was like
so good.
Everything. And then she made a new version specifically for the game when they remade it, and it's the same thing, but I feel like they added more, so it's not the same loop. I mean, it is the main core loop is played a lot, but there's a lot more like little things going on. So, I mean, I agree with Janet. Like, this one is kind of like static in its way. But one thing, too, and it's hard to kind of show that through what we're doing here, but every time they play this song, the introduction to this song is like, just like chills. Like, no joke. Every time they come out with this. Like, I've told Alyssa when I was playing it, I was just like, oh my God, I can't. Like, they seem to keep figuring out like how to make this song just impact you every single time, because and we'll rank them here in a second. Sorry for like talking so much, but like, say for example in the like, you know how Janet, like I think maybe you've played like a Pokemon game or something that has something similar, but like usually like when you enter the battle, like the random battle or whatever, it like takes you to the battle screen and then the music starts. Like it's playing like the normal music, and then like it doesn't, the battle music doesn't actually kick on until you're in the battle. The way they do it in this game is it actually like the final villain, you'll have like your little conversation with them or whatever, and then they're like all right, like face me or whatever, right? And then the music actually plays when they like show their like true selves or whatever, and then the music kicks in. And then it does like the little like, and then like the fight starts. So it just like it's already going by the time you enter the fight. Like the music's already going, and it sounds like a really minor thing, but like in terms of making it like hit, oh God, I can gush about the way they do it in this game so much. So we will push these up in no order. God damn, we've got a lot to rank. So we'll start. We just heard Megalomania, so I'll leave that there. And then we'll just hear a piece of Knock You Down and a piece of Psycho. Okay, I'm gonna let Alyssa go first.
Oh God, that's difficult.
Her brain exploded.
I'm just. I mean, I'd probably put Psycho above Knock You Down just because I like the entirety of Psycho, where I don't like the beginning of Knock You Down. But they're both really good. That would be that's what I would do, and I have bias towards Megal. Yeah, so.
Okay, Janet, I'll let you.
After that whole monologue for Megalomania, we'll keep that on there. And I also agree. Let's switch the other 2 5 stars. I think Knock You Down could be knocked down.
Okay, cool. So we've got those 3. These are a lot more. So I'm going to play one and then the other one, and then you can tell me like move up or down, and then we can just go that way instead. Because if I play all of them, you're going to forget what the first one sounded like. So we'll start with Kiss of Jealousy, the Caveman.
Boonga.
Boonga boonga.
There you go.
Okay, I'm gonna let Alyssa go.
Again, for me, these would be 5s, Janet. Did I say Kiss? I think I might have said Kiss of Jealousy was a 4 at first. I lied. It was 5.
Oh my God.
Dang. For me, changing the placement would like really depend on my mood. I think that it's fine. It's fine right now as it is. I think Kiss of Jealousy has a little bit more going on in it, and then The War in China is it's calm and relaxing. And Janet didn't like War in China anyway, so I already know.
Okay, which brings us to Janet.
Just by the little snippet that you played, without any context of anything, I can move up War in China.
I hate her sometimes. It's like, are you just doing this to piss me off?
It's a good, but I feel like if you don't give me any type of background and I just listen plainly to the music, it'll be a different answer from when you give me everything. And now listening to all of it back, I like this song again.
Okay, so I need a decision between you two: War in China or Kiss of Jealousy up first.
Play Kiss of Jealousy one more time. See, it's good. Fine, we can keep it how it is.
Okay. Wow. Geez. Such like I guess fun.
I guess.
The next one
Yeah.
is Killing Field.
I want to go at the top of the forest.
Alyssa?
Is it the way it changes? I'd probably leave that one where it is.
Wow. 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 Wow.
That one's hard because I think
is.
I think it has more going on than War in China.
Yes.
But I think War in China is just easier to listen to because of the instruments chosen. I think that believe it's called the koto, the instrument that's like the stringed instrument that they use in Japan, is a little too strong. And obviously it gives you the like, oh, we're in Japan type of feel, but I think it's just a little too like in your face. So I would leave them as they are, personally. Any objections?
No, I guess not.
That.
Moving on to the wilds. Okay, I'll let Janet go first.
That one could stay. Where is that?
Okay, Alyssa. This is like torture for Alyssa.
It is. I just think it's easier to listen. It's like a thing where it's easier to listen to than Killing Field. So I would move it up. That's just me.
I'll agree. I will do the wilds over Killing Field.
Goodness gracious.
Captain Square. Okay, Captain Square. Alyssa, we know you don't like it.
I mean, not as much. It's nice. It's just my least favorite out of all of
Oh my god. It sounds so nice.
No, it does sound so nice. I mean, no, okay, it's not my least favorite difficult fight is that, there you go. I would probably move that one above Killing Field.
Okay, Janet.
Fine, move it up. Move it up.
Oh.
I do want it to move up. I don't care where. Just move it up.
Okay. And then finally, difficult fight.
That's staying on the bottom. I'm sure the remix in the sounds better than this.
Okay. Alyssa, you said stays here. Janet.
I can stay there.
Okay.
I didn't feel much for that one.
Okay. Cool. Well, that's live alive. I believe is the how you say it. It's kind of hard. But yeah, live alive. I will start with Janet because I know what Alyssa's going to say. So, Janet, I'm going to have you. What is your ranking for the soundtrack as a whole? I mean, overall, we've got 5s and 4s.
I'm gonna go with an 8.
Oh,
Yes, an 8.
okay. And then Alyssa.
10 out of 10.
Oh my god.
10 out of 10.
I don't
That's
know about
a
all
great
that.
soundtrack. You can easily listen to that. I would have
Can
given
you,
those
though?
5s. Yeah, shut up.
I will say, like, I do like, and this is the second time she's done it because she did Street Fighter 2, but I like how even though like it's one composer working on these and it's like, hey, make a song that fits this theme, she did a really good job of showing the theme in the song, like the time period, the instruments, like the composition and stuff. Like she did a really, really good job of kind of just like encapsulating the like the motif of the like story through a song.
I feel like I'm in a lecture hall.
I gotta bring out them college words.
The motif it accentuates the
I can already see Victor using his middle finger and thumb to press his glasses towards his face. I want you guys to envision that.
And then
That's
they
what he
like
would
shine
do.
in the light. It does like the swing.
And there's a glare. You can't even see his eyes. Like the glasses have a glare. And then he continues with this little speech.
Oh
I want
my
everyone to
God.
envision that.
Shut up. All right. Well, that was a Live Alive. Yeah, that was pretty good. We haven't had anything this highly rated in a while, so it's nice to not get like, that's a 2. I don't know. I personally believe that one's not that great. I just don't think it's that great. Cool. Well, thanks for joining, and we will be back another time for more of this Blocky music stuff. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
I think Alyssa's dead.
Oh, no.
What do you mean?